let's get ready. 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 for the grand prize that we're back in Dealership Tycoon. Hopefully that will be gonna be, we're almost there to 1.5 million drift points and absolutely everything into this ice drifty. Probably for the Christmas days are probably pretty over for very soon as well. Before New Year days is going to be up into right over here. I have to keep on practicing as well. So by the time for the end of practice as well, we have our last 2 minutes of drifting around the corners, and that was going to be probably to make things a little bit of bad luck. So, well, I lost my focus, and this is going to be making such as very one big work. So, in anything of the communities is going to be such as one thing. We are going to be in the final stretch of that, the next Hoonigan main things as well. So, I'm probably we're going to be making for one thing as well. So, I think we'll be last for about 60 seconds remaining about this. If I just gonna be keep on talking, I swear this is going to be such as a very huge mistake. So about a 1 accident as well. So I'm always keep on forgetting and getting a little bit mistakes as well. Looks like how that I just completely missed. And we're probably will last most likely 30 seconds on the clock, and it's absolutely going to be making things a little bit very gone further ado. So this should be our last lap, and I might gonna be losing ourselves. Oh dear, we're not gonna be making it all the way to this thing. So in our final few scores, we slightly hit into the Santa's North Pole like itself. 54,000 drift points as well. I don't really think that restricts us down to 50,000 points around here. So I definitely think that doesn't gonna be matters to do this. So when that we just completely able to say, let's just doing for 2 more to go. And we'll don't think we'll never have any kinds of players because we don't have anything that doesn't gonna be really wanted to do. So let's just gonna be doing this again, because I will be chosen for our last 2 players who remain on this one game. So over 50,000 scores around drift scores around here will be absolutely the final. I really think that doesn't matter. It's going to be about for just one thing, of course. And for our last 2 races, I think we should be able to drift 1 more. And how did I just gonna be completely drift into the 1 gear? So the second gear of this, by using a Mustang, was absolutely very insanely that we think this is going to be for much various high scores. The most world record was the Mustang drifting car as well. The Ken Block's nearly V6 Mustang, and this is probably, it's not gonna be worth it as well. And unfortunately, we just sadly drift so badly, and we got last 40 seconds to go, because due to this extremely bad luck situation about for any of it this day. So we're gonna be drifting around the roundabouts, so we cannot able to gain my scores. It's very possible. So back into this thing, and I'm probably very sure this is going to be our last 10 seconds back into 1 year. Almost 9,000 miles we have driven here, 25,000 scores, and looks like we just made it another one. I'm probably or very sure we're gonna be doing one more. So this will be our last try and rewarding me as another Hoonigan like this day. So if I better gonna be using for this car while on Christmas event as well, it's not gonna be over. If I just reward this car over here, the F series, but not the Dodge Ram it was, that will be. Let's try it once more. And let's just going to be drifting around another one. Without wasting our time, which is going to be the night sentence that we're completed to do so. We learned drifting from some sort of a Tokyo drift side. And I'm not sure that we're starting to get a little bit bad at drifting. But unfortunately, it was really bad at drifting as well. And such as a bad angle we probably have in our final scores of display. But looks like we have rewarded for our another F series. This is the F series that we're going to get. Oh dear, we missed the turn, turning too early, hitting the barriers, and I have essentially not sure this isn't going to be just like a good thing as well. Wait, if isn't that rewarded for some one other vehicles, I will be getting a ride for just only one thing, because I gotta be making myself, keeping myself calm over here. 26,000 scores. But looks like this is absolutely one unfortunate thing. I can't able to drift around of this thing because of this slightly one thing. But for all, it was gonna be pretty nothing to do this. And last 20 seconds on the clock. And I'm starting to get bad at drifting always. And our final score wasn't going to be good enough. And we got last 5 seconds. And always hitting some sort of objects. And we have our official prize, 39,000 drift points and 50 trophies as well. Looks like we have earned our prize, and we're gonna be seeing the final score is 1,528,120 drift points. And that is gonna be our final score as well. And didn't mention to favorite that truck. And that's for all that we're gonna be end of today's video, of course. And let's see, the top speed is 191 miles an hour that we're gonna be driving for this vehicle. And of course, this is another V8 vehicle as well. I think that was be a V6 vehicle as well. And you can absolutely turn on your lights, including the Hoonigan Mustang. And probably, that's sure, it will be the end of this video for one time. So, we're going to be seeing how test drive that we're going to be doing for drift course. So, let's just start the drifting test. We ended up hitting all the way to $24 million in cash, but looks like we're pretty to go. And looks like all-wheel drive has been completely... oh dear. Looks like the all-wheel drive drifting truck isn't going to be just like this thing anymore. And probably I will be such as one of madness as well. With an all-wheel drive, things are just going to be probably to do so. Completing a prize and testing the Hoonigan F series. And looks like, by the way, the testing isn't going to be such as over it. But looks like last 55 seconds on the clock. But unfortunately, we just spin out of control onto this one thing. It's probably too small for the all-wheel drive. And I'm not sure, this is probably not recommended to some sort of a Hoonigan vehicles. And probably the Can Box Mustang is way more better than absolutely what it was. And I'm probably not sure the second gear isn't going to be just like that one. Now, it's going to be making towards into the second gear. 18 drift points. I think 18,000 drift points as well. I think we're not going to be making it. We're sadly not going to make it at all. 21,000 drift points and 31 trophies. We got absolutely what here. So let's jump off the vehicle and we're going to be the end of this video. So if you like for today's video, by completing this to own this car, and probably this is a pickup truck or a drifting pickup truck as well, like a twin turbo we possibly have, including such as the mixed with supercharger as well, or some sort of naturally aspirated vehicle as well. Thank you for watching and for all your support, and don't forget to leave a like and subscribe and click that bell. Thanks for watching and for all your support that I just already said. And probably this could be Turbo Concept is signing off, and I'll talk to you street racing geeks all later, and I'll see you in the next year probably.